I look back and I can remember growing up poor, waiting for December 25th when a gift was all I wanted. And I didn't have a care in the world, just fun with all the homeboys around my age. Wasn't no complaints about life in the first stages. The pages turned and we learned just a lesson a day to keep them belts and switches away. All play and no work checks for raising animals and catching insects. It was an everyday thing to see the homeboys and me raiding somebody's fruit tree. Little nappy-head nature boys in a concrete jungle. So wherever one go, the others will follow them like a lost dove. And to this day, I still got love for them. Though I don't know them like I used to, they still my family. Now ask me who's who. And I can tell you about some dirt or soap like gossip, but why should I trip? Because we all got skeletons dwelling in the closet. So I wonder how is it people be forgetting about they homies when they make ends meet, let them roam streets. After all y'all done been through, yo, to put them up is the least you could do. But now I see just how niggas act. Yo, y'all can turn y'all back, but I still.
Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the streets of Fresno. I got Freeway Rick on the phone. What's going on, big bro?
Man, it's all good, Rob. What's happening with you?
It's all good, man. We just putting this little thing together, man. Like I say, 20 years ago, big bro, I made history right here in Fresno, September 7th. I was the first one to bring the gangs for a day of peace. And it's 20 years later, you know, I put this thing together, man. I lost some little cousins out here, so senseless violence. And, you know, you're a big mentor to me. You're a big mentor to a lot of people around the world, man. I know you've been in Fresno for me a few times. And I just wanted to bring you back, Rick, you know, because the city is lost, man, and these little brothers out here, man, they want direction, and, you know, they look up to you like a lot of people around the world, bro.
Well, I'm going to come back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it again.
That's right. That's right. You know, I really appreciate you, man. Like, you know, I tell everybody, man, you know, you like a big brother to me, man, because we was together in 1995 in Enemy Lines, and, you know, we used to talk and stuff like that, man. And when you came home, man, in 2010, you know, you reached out to me, man, and I did what you asked me to do, man, you know, when it was Freeway Enterprise. You feel me?
Yep. No doubt.
And then, like I say, bro, I ain't gonna take up too much of the time, man. I just want to let the city of Fresno know that the real Rick Ross will be in town on September 3rd. You're gonna be the keynote speaker. You know, they got the town is like really fired up, man. They got a lot of questions they want to ask you, and, you know, to a lot of documentaries and stuff they've been watching, man. And I tell them, man, if y'all want to know y'all history, man, show up on September 3rd, man, and learn something.
No doubt. I'm gonna have that book too and some T-shirts. So.
Oh yes.
Bring them $20 bills.
Well, I already been telling them, man. You know, me and your boy Vern. You know, we gonna put together a shirt too, man. And I got my clean cut shirt going, and they've been asking about the book, man. And I told them, man, that's the ghetto Bible. You feel me?
You know what they say? The game is to be sold, not told.
That's right, bro. That's right.
And that's what that book is, game.
Man, I didn't read it. I was, you know, reminiscing when I was reading it. But like I tell everybody, Rick, man, you are a unique individual, man. You know, you're no longer the American gangster, man. You're the American philanthropist, community leader, and somebody, you know, the world look up to you, man. I got these old heads, man.
Soon to be an Emmy winner.
Oh yes. And you already was on a what's that when you top 10 list at publishers? So what's that? I don't know, but like I say, man, the movie, it's a lot of things that you are, big bro. You feel me?
No doubt. Well, we gonna get it together, and I'll see you in September.
That's right. I love you, big bro. Now keep on doing what you're doing, going around the country, you know, educating and speaking to the youth and speaking to the world about who you are and what you're gonna do until you leave this place.
All right, one love.
One love, big bro. I love you. Yeah, man. Like I say, that was the real Rick Ross right there on the phone, man. He'll be out here September 3rd, as y'all can see. Y'all can see it on the screen, but I'm gonna show it right there. That's just a flyer to the celebrity game. Like I say, man, I've been back in Fresno for 24 months. Actually, a couple of days ago on the 14th was when I did my first comedy show. And I did my first comedy show at the Crossroads. And a lot of people didn't understand why I did it at the Crossroads. In March of that year, I lost my little cousin, Nene. And at the time of the death, I didn't know that was my little cousin because one of her cousins from her dad's side was out there with my little brother. And we got the call, man. I was like, what? I was like, y'all, let's get on the freeway, man. So they got on the freeway. I wasn't able to get on the freeway. But when I made a phone call to Fresno and I found out that was my little cousin, Nene. We don't have no pictures of Nene to show y'all, but, you know, I went to the Crossroads and I said, this is the only way that I can honor my cousin without, you know, really, you know, I don't know, this the only way I can honor her. You know, I met some individuals there that night who didn't understand who I was and what I was doing. And like I say, I went to Paco. He opened the club up for me, man. It was a beautiful event. Y'all gonna see that tape, man, because my boy B Love, I actually filmed that event October the 14th at the Crossroads, and I dedicated that show to my little cousin Nene. And a couple of weeks ago, about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I lost my little cousin Ray Ray. He was 20 months old, man, and he didn't even have a chance. He was murdered in his daddy's arms, and that's very sad. So this September 3rd, it's like 20 years later, but this September 3rd is really special to me and my family. You know, my next guest is my cousin Rose Howe, CEO Rose Howe. That's what the world call her, but she's been my cousin for 49 years. And I've been calling her Bobo because that's what they told me her name was. In 70. In 70. I didn't hear no Rose, I heard Bobo. So that's my Bobo, man. And we're working hard together right here in Fresno, California, you know, to pull this event off. It's going to be pulled off, man. Like I say, in 96, I was awarded a proclamation from Mayor Patterson. And that meant a lot to me, you know, receiving something like that, being fresh out of federal prison, and just having the wisdom and the knowledge to come back and give back to West Fresno, where I started selling drugs, where I made a lot of money and did a lot of things. So it's 20 years later now, and you know, just want to give a big shout out to Brother Fleming, man. He's going to be the guest, too, on the show tonight. He connected me with the councilman, Mr. Oliver Baines. I'm going to speak briefly about Mr. Oliver Baines, man. A lot of people, you know, they don't understand the brother. You know, if he can't help everybody. And, you know, it's just policy. If you know politics and you know business. But I went to the brother, and he was like, I'm happy I met you. And when he said that, it's like, it startled me. And then as Fleming introduced us and we was talking, I understand why he said that. And it meant a lot to me. And I told him what I was doing with my family, with Rose. And he said he's on board. He took care of the venue for me, man. And that was real lovely of him to do that. And he also want me to do a few programs that I can't speak about right now that's going to make an impact, not just right here in Fresno, but I think this will impact the world, because we have to educate our youth first. And once we educate them, maybe they can educate the parents. But it really starts in the home. But like I say, Oliver Baines, my hat's off to you, brother. You genuine. You know, we're gonna do a lot of things right here in Fresno, California, and I just take my hat off to you, Oliver Baines. You know, you say you're gonna come and sit at my chair. You wasn't able today because you have other obligations. But I understand protocol, and I understand business. And like I say, brother, we're gonna get together September 3rd. You say your staff is getting together and writing me another proclamation, which is, you know, special to me because, like I say, I was awarded that 20 years ago, and I didn't know what a proclamation meant and, you know, what it carries in certain situations, but I got that 20 years ago, and I was proud of that. You know, I did that event, you know, with some brothers, you know, from Chicago, and, you know, like you say, you see that we made the Fresno B, you know, and I'm just excited, man, about September the 3rd, man. I got all the local celebrities. You know, everybody's getting in contact with me, getting in contact with Rose, getting in contact with Flam. Now everybody's a celebrity. But we went to the core people that we think that's, you know, should play in the game and be honored. Like I said, we're gonna honor all of the grassroots. I'm gonna let my cousin Rose, aka Bobo, you know, explain, you know, that. I'm gonna go to a quick commercial, man, but I'm gonna show this video, man. When I'm discouraged in Fresno, the only person besides Rose, Fleming, you know, Big Wee, and the other few other individuals that I talk to, I go to the graveyard and I talk to my mother, man, because she was here in '96. She wasn't able to actually come to the event at Nielsen Park, but she was proud. And like I say, the other day, after leaving the event at Edison High School, me and my cousin Keith, I said, man, I need to go talk to Pearl. Because I know she's watching over me. And I know she's proud, man. But, you know, y'all just watch that video, man. I talked to my mama, man. You know, people might say it's crazy. You hear voices, you talk to dead people. No, that's not crazy. You know, as long as you don't answer, long as you don't answer yourself. But that's what I do, man, to keep me sane with what I'm doing and trying to accomplish right here in West Fresno. You know, it's a hard fight. It's a hard battle. A lot of people don't understand, man. I don't need no 15 minutes of fame. I had that in '98 when I was blessed by Magic Johnson. I had that, you know, when I was on the Pop Warner football field, and I had that just in life, just being a good individual that I tried to be. But I'm going to go to a quick commercial, man. I'm going to bring CEO Rose, and she's going to talk about what we're doing. Just chilling out here, man. Talking to my mama. Really miss you. You know, wish you was here to see what I'm doing. But you taught me this, mama. You know, I love you. And when I see you again, you'll be proud of your only son. I love you, man. Love you, mama.
Object was just a reputation, or some kind of ovation, that is, until money came into the picture. Now it was on from dusk to dawn, and everything jumped to a whole new level.
Yes, welcome back to the streets of Fresno. Like I say, man, my mom, she was a very special lady. And she was a very crazy lady, because she say, son, I prayed before you get off them streets. I say, Mom, you prayed, they gave me 120 months. If y'all know what that is, that's 10 years. But she said, you can do it. But like I say, Mom, I'm going to stop calling her a guest. This is my cousin. This is the CEO. This is my boss. And I love you, cuz, and
I love you.
you know it's good that I'm under your tutelage, and I follow you. I've been telling you this all my life.
We work good together.
Yes,
We do.
yes. But let me just say this, cuz I want the viewing audience to hear this. My people in Australia. When I was a little boy in Fresno, you know, everybody got favorites. You know, you was my favorite, even though you might not think. I'm saying that because I was everywhere in Fresno.
Yeah.
You feel me? Even like Diane, our cousin Diane, even when she was with Sonia Williams, she was my favorite in the particular times.
Right.
You feel me? But you always have been my favorite because of your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got to say, cuz.
Well, that's quite a compliment. And so we have a lot of things to talk about today. I can just really tell the audience about that drive that you have and what is inspiring us to work together and work with the community, what is motivating us to put together events and organize people. We organize around issues, of course, but we organize people around people. You've got to be willing to be connected. You've got to be willing to participate. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about, first of all, shout out Edison High School Tigers, class of 1981.
Flynn will get mad when he come up here. Yeah, you know, he said last week, you know.
Talk about the Tigers because, hey, we were on fire. There were 5 classes represented, class of 1980 through 1985. Everybody had a wonderful time, a 3-day weekend, starting on Friday night, Saturday, and then wrapping up on Sunday afternoon. Of course, we worshiped, broke bread together. You guys know how that goes. And just celebrated the fact that we're still here. Mm-hmm. And in being here, we're prospering, we're learning, we're growing, and we're becoming more every day. So those are the things that I'm excited about. Of course, we shared pictures of grandkids, and I believe it was so many names. The party was off the chain at Cocky's on Friday night. Nice. The Tigers packed the house at Cocky's downtown on Van Ness. We partied. After that, we got up, and the next day, everybody came back just in true sharp Tiger form. The formal dinner, y'all. Check out Facebook.
Okay, can I say something?
Sure, come on.
You know, I was taking pictures, and my cousin, the Magic, I'm not even going to say the Magic.
Yeah.
But, you know, the pictures that we took are going to be in the Advocate.
All right now. Mm-hmm. And that's across the board. We're sharing that because we have the support of our community newspaper, and we want to take advantage of that. And I could shout out names maybe a little bit later in the show, and I will, but there were so many people there representing class of 80 through 85. Again, check out the Facebook pages of your friends and your relatives, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Good job to the organizing committee as well. So, what should we talk about in particular?
What I want to talk about, cuz, is September 3rd. And what it means to me and what it means to you. Like I say, Nene was your niece.
Correct.
And like I say, I didn't understand it, man. And it's like, wow. You know, you was there through the trial. You know, I wanted to go a few times, but, you know, it's like now in business. If I'm not there, you there, I'm there.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it was there. And like I say, this just not a basketball game. You know, like I say, Freeway Rick, y'all heard him, he gonna be here. You know, we got other speakers coming. I shout out to Charlotte, I love you. She's coming all the way from Etta Bean, Mississippi, you know, to help me start a program and help me write a grant. But I have the best grant right here, and I hooked these 2 beautiful black women up yesterday.
Charlotte is awesome. She's
beautiful,
awesome.
Man, love her. You
Absolutely.
know? And like I say, just talk about September 3rd and the people that we're working with and how, you know, we plan to put bodies in these seats.
Absolutely. So September 3rd, and let me back up sort of interrupt myself. So concerning my niece Janae Candler and also baby Ray Halford, please understand, we realize that we're not the only families. The violence in our community has gotten way out of control. The resources to help families cope have dwindled away. We're not looking for anybody to single out one person or one family and say this should happen or that should happen. We look at it as a community-wide issue. Of course, I'm motivated to speak about my family's experience, but I'm also passionate about anybody in our community, outside the community, connected to the community. When I'm talking community, I am also talking neighborhoods. So I definitely want to be clear about that. Now, I'm not going to preach, but I will break it down.
Okay, let me interrupt. When you say neighborhoods,
Yes.
you know, like I say, a lot of these kids don't know the gang history of Fresno. Yes, there was neighborhoods, but all the neighborhoods got along.
Sure.
Now you have a bunch of cliques. Mm-hmm. You know, like the Fly Boys, the Zip Boys. We have to get away from that. But continue, cuz. I'm sorry.
No, you're absolutely right. Neighborhood and community go hand in hand. Basically, neighborhoods are defined around schools or centers, community centers or parks. It has to do with who you know and who knows you. Neighborhoods should be a place of nurturing. I always say that. It should be a place where your kids have a place to play safely. Mom does her shopping. There should be retail. There should be development. Economically, there should be opportunities for the young people to work and to also to educate themselves. So I do want to share, if you check with Forbes magazine, there's an article by one of the real estate companies. And you know, some people, when they purchase their home or not, even before they rent, they check out the statistics. Well, what type of schools are in that neighborhood? Well, where is the shopping mall? Well, do I have access to public transportation? Is the hospital or medical services available? Are there outreach programs? Suppose I get an emergency. How does the law enforcement or fire safety people, how do they respond to me?
Wow.
So all of this creates a neighborhood.
Yes. But I'm sorry for interrupting you, cuz it's like, you know, like you said that, man, I can know in some parts of South Central LA, I'm just going to speak about LA, police don't come. Like the jungle.
Understood.
Like, you know, the 60, the 30 when it was bad. But even on the west side of West Fresno, where we at, 93706, the pizza man don't even come.
Gotcha.
And that's sad. And I can remember back in the day, the pizza man would love to come to the Cooley Plaza, love to come on Halls, love to come on Strawberry.
Can you get one now? And
No.
I don't know. I live in West Fresno, but I don't order pizza, so I don't know that. Nobody has shared that information with me. Mm-hmm. But go ahead. I know there's other issues that you're pointing towards.
Yes,
meaning how we're treated and what's available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like I say, the community. Once the community understand that it's okay if you witness something to speak, to come forward. We have to educate our people about that. Like I say, baby Ray, I know what's going on with the case a little bit, but if I'm sitting there with, I have a 1-year son in Fresno. If anybody want to kill Deke and you come shoot me, or come shooting at me and you kill my son, I'm telling on your ass. Okay? I'm not no snitch. Ain't never been no snitch. You took something away from me. We as ex-gang members and ex-hood, whatever you want to call it, we have to get away from that mentality.
Right.
The code of a street. There's no more code of no streets.
Well, I think, cousin, also that we need to restore, and I said this on the first segment, we need to restore the sense of value to individual life, to also the value of life in the neighborhood. Ghettoism, or being from the ghetto, or being from the neighborhood, it's never been an embarrassment to me.
Never.
It's been,
never.
I enjoy where I'm from, and I enjoy who I'm from. And so I'm just touching bases with you on that point to say, yes, when we value each other, and folks, look, we may have to regroup and recreate a higher sense of value. It's happening all around us. I have some other pieces of information to share. And briefly, let me talk about development. Development is happening in 93706. Sure, it's 40 years. It has been 40 years or 50 years delayed. But now we've turned the corner on that. I'm very happy and very glad to see new developments in housing, apartment complexes at Walnut in California.
Wow. Thank you, Jesus.
And that should be just the start. There should be so much more. But my point is that you shouldn't be left out of that process. I have a training message I'd like to share, a training opportunity that I'd like to share. You mentioned Oliver Baines and other people that you had been meeting with. And we did get word that the high-speed rail is scheduled for sometime in 2017. Now, people are already working. Maybe I'm speaking to many people who are working on the high-speed rail and the projects attached to the rail. But we have young men and women who can learn a trade that can last them a lifetime, a trade that can change the dynamics of how they live. And then I want to also add, when that happens for you, stay connected to your community. Pour back in, okay? Don't up your game and then walk away and we never see you anymore. If we help you, you should stick around and help somebody else. So there's training programs available. I brought a note here about that. The Valley Apprentice Connection at 1665 East Street, 1665 East Street, number 104. There's a training program available. You need test scores for 8th grade level in math and in reading, but they will help you get there if you're below that level. They'll help you pass the test. It's a 12-week training program, and you can get certified in a professional trade, and through apprenticeship and on-the-job training, you can change your life if that's a need that you have, if you need education and job skills. And then the benefit to us is that more people in our community will be generating the type of money that it takes to have a prosperous community.
Yes.
And a better life.
Just like, when Oliver was explaining it to him, like the first time me and Fem talked to him, and, we really broke it down to him. We say, man, these brothers out here, we can't tell them to stop hustling, because that's how they pay their bills, that's how they do that. But if you give these brothers opportunity, we broke it down. Flim broke it down, I broke it down, said, okay, brother, you're going to make $60,000 a year. Do the math. That's $5,000 a month. You're probably used to making that a day or whatever. But when I was in federal prison, they broke it all the way down to me. Say, Rodney, how much money Did you have cash? Woo, woo, woo. I told him that. I tell this another show. I ain't gonna say no number. When my facilitator broke it down, Bobo, know what the man told me I was making an hour? $1.15.
Wow.
I say, man, check this out. You crazy? I say, we used to get an argument. Like, okay, I made $1.15 an hour, but on this day I made $12,000.
Right.
On this day I made that. He say, break it down to all this time you did in the penitentiary, young man.
Right.
That's all you was making. So once we educate them that, brother, okay, do this class. They can't guarantee nothing because of all these hurdles, but they 80% they're gonna get you in there, and after taxes, you're gonna walk away making $26, $30 an hour. Man, if I wasn't who I was, I'll be in the program. I'm gonna get in the program. But listen, we're gonna go to a quick commercial. Right. I'm gonna come back with my cousin Rose, and we just gonna chop it up, man. This is a very special show.
Yeah, and we want to finish talking about these employment and training opportunities,
yes. We come
and
right
also
back.
the events that's planned for the neighborhood.
Yes.
Now I look back and I can remember growing up poor, waiting for December 25th when a gift.
Yeah, welcome back to Streets of Fresno. I'm just gonna let my cousin Bobo enlighten y'all on what's really going on.
So I'm sharing news. I really don't have any particular set of knowledge or ability that anyone else doesn't have. We came here as grassroots people. And anybody that knows me, or even if you don't, I'm very grassroots. My home is in 93706. My mom raised 8 children in the same home that I currently live in. That's 40 years that the family has owned and lived in the same place. We're committed to our neighborhoods. We're committed to our families. And I know I share that with so many people, neighbors and friends and classmates, workers and teachers and business owners, and the list goes on and on. Earlier in the show, Rod talked about, or actually he talked on the phone with Freeway Rick Ross, and I was just propelled to dig a little bit deeper into the man's story. Now, for me, I personally don't glorify the hustle life or the street life. I feel like so many people get caught up, they win for a little while, and then after all said and done, we just have prisons full of people, just, you know, the prison population, go get the statistics, or I'll bring them next time, but the prisons are overfilled, they're just filled, and these are people of color, again, people that look like us, darker persuasions, and it affects our communities. That's incarceration. And then there's a justice system that is issuing life sentences, or did for 20 or 25 years, issue life sentences instead of 5, 6, 7, 10 years. When they take you out for life, forever. Mm-hmm. So I've never really glorified the hustler mentality or the result of the mentality. However, a person hustling is still more than likely my brother, my cousin, my nephew, or my relative. So, of course, I still have love for anybody. When I looked at Freeway Rick Ross's story, I was very happy to find that he was nominated for an Emmy Award for his documentary film, Freeway Crack in the System. Mm-hmm. So I can either focus on Freeway, the man, or the crack that's in the system. But what I'm saying, you guys, is we're not knocking anybody, we're not judging anybody, but we are trying to change the reality of what our young people are experiencing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll be back in 2 weeks with more conversation. We're going to invite some other people to this table, this venue, so we can document, record, broadcast, and of course we're organizing. And I'll be back today to talk more about September 3rd the basketball event, which is totally a community ran, developed, and promoted event. And I want to thank you, cousin, for having me again.
Okay, but let me just say this before we go to quick commercial. Like I say, Freeway Rick, the man is unique in many ways, and I say that because when he was out there, when everybody was Freeway Rick, he'd be sitting right next to you.
Right.
And you wouldn't even know that Freeway Rick unless you knew him. He wasn't the type of drug dealer that pulled up in the Phantom or the Rolls Royce.
Right.
Okay, and like I say, when he come to town on September 3rd, I'm going to bring him here and we're going to do a show. He was supposed to do a show last time he was in town, but we're going to do a show. We did a show on the phone, but his story is unique.
I got it.
And when I say unique, is because Rick was a pawn, okay? And I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to bring my partner up, man. Like I say, I call him Big Flim. You know, he the CEO of Kingsman. And we really haven't talked about what that means and why he came up with that name. Be right back on the streets of Fresno.
That exist in my world today. When I'm deceased, I want my little baby girl to say that he was real. He loved me with all his heart. He loved mama too, even though they sometimes fought.
This is part 2 of discussion.
Surrounded by the
the past and the present, but Bobo, she's relevant in any day, year. Like I said, I got my partner Big Flim, man, with Kingsman. And like I say, man, his cousin, you know, Mark Way Out Goodwin, was one of my best friends. And, you know, we was kids together, we was teenagers together, and we was hustlers together. You feel me? And I love Way Out, man. You know, we got history. But like I say, Fleming, I just like to say this, man, and I've been telling people this all day. You told me you were gonna do something, and you did it. I'm not here to, you know, talk about nobody, stuff like that. But you know, when you doing something for the community and you're sincere, help. You feel me? So just tell me, man. Let's say Kingsman, love your shirt, love your logo, man. I know I'm a king. I know you're a king. So we gotta tell these young brothers that they're kings.
Yeah, well, Kingsman came from me going through it and prayer, man. That's how the name Kingsman came from the Holy Spirit, man, on some real. And it came because I was going through some things, so I was in my prayer closet just praying every day. And for me, Jesus Christ is the King. He's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords.
Yes.
And so, as disciples, he gave me the name Kingsman. You know, I like to serve. I serve and try to help people and to glorify the kingdom of God. So Kingsmen are people that are underneath Jesus Christ, that believe in Jesus Christ and serve Jesus Christ. So that's why I like to help the community. That's why I like to help people, and I like to do things. And then, you know, as a kingsman, you become a kinsman, and that's a whole nother topic. But kingsman, you start off as a.
But Mike, put that on the schedule, man, so we can get
as a kingsman. Then you become a kinsman. But kingsman came from my trials and tribulations and fighting against myself, fighting against the world and the temptations, and God just putting something on my heart, man, and I just trust and believe in the Lord, and so. Got a few brothers, and we created Kingsmen, and we just Kingsmen. We serve the Lord, the community, and people that need help, and people that the Holy Spirit directs us to. That's what our organization. That's what Kingsmen are.
Like I say, bro, you know, everybody know, you know, since 1999. Then Hot Rod, CEO Hot Rod, AK Deacon Fresno. It's clean cut. You know, my motto was clean cut or nothing. A cut above the rest. But like I say, Kingsman, even if you don't give me a job, I know I got a job. Because I'm rolling with you, bro. And it's like, you know, we communicate, we talk. You know, it's not about, you know, my whole thing, Flim, and you know that's why I bring you back on the show, bro, because, you know, we talk amongst each other as mature black men. Okay? You know that our work is hard.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? When I started this 20 years ago, a lot of people don't understand, you know, but it was hard work.
Yeah.
Especially when you feel like you don't have any help.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, you know, you tell your brother today, man, you a king. And then you give him some of your time. You know, like you know, the stuff that we're gonna do, you know, sometimes you have to reach those kids individually. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And say, okay, I'm gonna give this little kid 15 minutes of my time. It might change his life.
I'll tell you a story about that. I've met Bill Russell at McClymonds High School in West Oakland. That's the high school he went to. So he came back to McClymonds High School to talk to his alma mater and talk to kids, right? And there was a couple people that was asking for Bill Russell's autograph. And you know, he don't give out autographs.
No, he don't.
And one of the things he said is, why I'm going to give you my name on a piece of paper when I can give you my time?
That's right.
So he didn't sign no autographs. He said, I'd rather give you my time than to sign my name on a piece of paper for you to go put it on eBay or sell it or whatever. My time and my conversation is more important than my autograph. And I thought that was pretty powerful, man.
That was very powerful because as you Google it, eBay, a Bill Russell signature is worth like $5,000 or $7,500. I know that for a fact because I know in 2000, let me get it right, 2002, 2003, a Magic Johnson signature was worth $250. Just on a piece of paper. Now if you got it on a picture, it's like $1,000, bro. So for him to say that, that's very powerful.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm gonna tell you something, that's strange you said that, Flim, because Freeway Rick, when we first put those shirts on in 2010, man, I was like, well, I ain't gonna buy one of them shirts. Because he was in his developing stages as making it authentic. We was out, man. I sold a shirt for $100. But my cap was, man, check this out. This is history. You feel, this man is history. You feel me? This is gonna be what they call it, just slipped my mind. This is gonna be it's gonna come back, excuse me, it's gonna come back to me, man. I say, Rick, sign that shirt, man. I got the boy $100. And I said, you know, when you, man, it's gonna come back to me, man. It's gonna come.
Autographed it, right?
No. When you get on, it's like when he dead. When Rick dead, it's gonna be worth some money.
Oh, like a collectible.
Collector's item. That's what. Excuse me. Let me get my thoughts right. Collector's item. It's gonna be a collector's item. Like you say, he bringing them books. Okay. When I sell the books, they're $20. That's what we sell them for because I get them wholesale, and that's his price, $20. Okay. But when he signs that book and autographs it, that becomes a $50 book. Because I explained it to him. Put this book up, in 60 years, it's going to be like a Babe Ruth court because he was a part of American history. Make sense?
Yeah.
You feel me? And then, like I say, like Rose was saying, a lot of people, the first time I brought him down here, a lot of people like, who is Freeway Rick? Who is he rapping? I'm like, no. And once I explained,
You know how I was watching American Gangster one day.
Yes,
the documentary.
Yes.
And that's how I knew who Freeway Ricky Ross was. And then when he had got out of prison, there was a rapper that came up, Rick Ross. And I didn't even know that he took his name from Freeway Ricky Ross. And I know they had talked or whatever over that. So I don't know the story, but I know something had went about that, or you know, they had to meet up or something, something to that effect. But that's how I knew who Freeway Ricky Ross was, watching the documentaries of American Gangster.
Like I say, like on YouTube, I think like the top drug dealers in history, Rick like number 7. Okay, like I say, when I talk about Rick to the kids and I ask them, y'all know who Rick Ross is? Yeah, he's rapping. That man rapping ain't never did what he was rapping. Okay, Rick, like I said, American Gangster. So when you put American Gangster, you're part of American history. I'm gonna go to a quick commercial, man, and we're gonna bring Bobo back up, and we're gonna just talk briefly about Rick, and then we're gonna talk about what us three is doing collectively, to make change right here in West Fresno. Yeah, welcome back to Streets of Fresno. Like I say, I brought Rose Bobo back up here, with Fleming. We was talking about Rick Ross. We're going to just cut about Freeway until he get here. But like I say, Rose and Fleming, and other people that we're going to meet tomorrow. Like I say, I'm just going to say this. Everybody's doing something, which is great, the grassroots. Mm-hmm. We love the grassroots because that's what it's about. Mm-hmm. But I feel, this is just my belief, with your expertise, Fleming expertise, and me right there, we are going to be the organization, Kingsmen, Baby Ray Ray and Nate Foundation, and Clean Cut, to get everybody coming up. We was just having a little technical difficulty right there, man. Somebody was trying to Skype in.
We got it fixed.
My guy Mike is the best, man. But finish what you're saying, cuz.
No, expertise is good, but commitment is better. If we have you committed to just being a part, participate, get up, come out, be a part of it. Listen, if your ideal is better, it should be welcome at some table. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm sure you guys saw this post, then I'm in the wrong room. We need everybody to bring their gift. Now, September 3rd, 2 weeks from Saturday, at 1802 East California Avenue. That's right off the corner of California and Geneva. That's the West Fresno Family Resource Center. There's a beautiful basketball court indoors, not outside in the 100-degree sun. Indoors at 2 o'clock. The kids are going to play basketball. It's a youth all-star basketball game. Mm-hmm. The kids range in age from, I believe, around 8 years old to 13, 14 years old.
It'll be mixed.
Yeah, mixed team for the kids. So we showcase our kids, give them the venue first, and then we have speakers, keynote speakers, including Freeway Rick Ross. I'm still tired from partying, because I can't get my words right. Them tigers, y'all, tigers are bad.
Wait. I forgot you better not say tiger. Because listen, let me tell you about the tiger. I went there in 9th grade. My best friend, Durham, come over here, D.
Yes.
I said, I done grab my medicine. They gonna beat me up.
Okay.
But we got a night right there. I got to put a night right there.
So shout out to Michael Dixon, Clifford Green, Ricky Correa, Yvonne Lee, Lizette Sears, Althea Sears, Marcus Lambert, Marty Lambert, Richard Fain, Alicia Rose, Bernie Summerfield, Jerome Ireland, Brian Waller, Mary Hayes, Lisa Hayes. I mean, it was on and on. It really happened like that.
Now, Fleming, what do you have to say about this? Because
and the adult basketball game starts at 5 o'clock, Saturday the 3rd. So we're doing the kids at 2 o'clock, and the guest speakers and some other community resources are going to be available for you. And then the adult game, you talk a little bit about this lineup because we have some all-stars and some all-stars on both teams,
Yes,
but everybody is loving each other, and we're doing it for the 93706, and we're doing it for the neighborhoods.
Okay, I'm gonna talk real fast. But Flav, check this out. My team, Clean Cut All Stars, D1 and Money Boss, the Fresno All Stars. My team is being coached by C.J. Jones and Joey Lou Lopez. Big We with the Bully Foundation. Like I say,
And the other team.
it's being coached by D1 and Money Boss.
And who are some of those neighborhood
No,
celebrities?
the neighborhood celebrities on their team, they got Fresno State players. They gonna kill us. Let them say they gonna kill us. We got Kenny Travis, we got Jarvis Cole, Demetrius Porter, Diego Red. Like I say, I'm bringing my secret weapon, man. That's Nate Duhan, man, the big doodoo, man, out of Flint, Michigan.
Right.
And like I say,
Shout out to Dave Harvey at,
man, I love Dave, man.
Frank H.
I
Ball.
just dropped this off. This big weed right here. Last time he hung up on us.
Shout out to Dave Harvey
Big
for
Week,
helping us
Big Week,
organize
CJ.
the kids.
You live right now on Fresno Hip Hop. Excuse me, Streets of Fresno. What's going on,
Streets of
big
Fresno.
bro?
Oh man, you talking to the realest, man. You don't get nothing but the realest, man. You know,
Okay. Yes, sir. But before I talk to you, I talked to Freeway Ricky Rose. He told me he was the realest.
Well, you know what? I gotta put my hands down on that one, man. He's my boy, man. You know, he do a lot of good things for kids and getting back to the community and giving it back, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta always give it up to our guys that come back and give back to our community and our kids, man, and put them back on the right track, man. So you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I can give him that 1-0-0.
Yes, sir. But check this out, bro. We finna go off the air right now. I'm glad you called, because last show you called and I was hollering, big homie, and you didn't hear me. But I'm finna wrap it up right now, man. We gonna get together, man, and we gonna make this September 3rd work for everybody,
And
man.
Flim's gonna be there.
But I'm gonna let Flim close, man. Let me, Big we love you. I'm gonna call you. I got 30 seconds. I gotta wrap it up. I love you. Gonna call you. Now we gonna end the show like this. Like I say, I went to Edison. I'm a Tiger because my mama went to Edison. You went to Edison. My family went to Edison. His family went to Edison. But that's a Bullard night.
Okay, well, we okay.
Right.
We wasn't
We
talking
got
about.
20 seconds.
But we wasn't talking about Bullard, though.
Okay.
We wasn't talking
We got
about
20
Bullard.
seconds to wrap it up.
We was
Big
talking
Flim.
about those mighty
Oh,
tigers.
the Mighty Tigers. We're going to put your spot, Flair, but you wrap us up in 20 seconds, baby.
God bless you.
See y'all September 3rd. We out of here.
Peace. Peace.